Hare Krishna. Howdy ho. How's it go? Uh, Welcome to the podcast of the X List. Thanks for listening. Last episode we broke some fucking records. Thanks for everyone listening. Anyone who made it past 2 minutes. I appreciate your attention. I promise not to steer this boat into fucking an iceberg. You're in good hands with me. I will take us to the free world. No, but seriously, shout out Com10. First unofficial gifters. First official unofficial gifters for free. I'm not really into fashion or that much, but I like cool shit. This is some pretty cool shit. Cobb Ted has a red and blue in the back. Same thing. And the bottom says hood politics, which is still pretty cool. Which is pretty good. Cool. So I'm honestly really nervous. I can't believe I got that many views in one episode. That shit's crazy. Let it alone in like, what was it, 1 day, 2 days? 100 people, that's fucking nuts. I can't imagine 100 people listening to me. So, shout out you guys. You guys are awesome. Also, shout out all the meme pages, keeping everybody entertained. Real internet warriors. It takes a lot to run a fucking meme page, especially with fucking Instagram hating all the damn time, flagging you for everything. It's nuts. And by the way, a majority of the flags are not haters. I hate seeing that shit. Oh, you fucking haters reported that shit. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of that, but mostly it's algorithm. Robots are flagging your shit. You're not that important for people to be fucking reporting. But anyways, so today's topic is gonna be about number 9. God. That's God Fingerprint, number 9. I'm not exactly sure how, but apparently the number 9 appears everywhere in all kind of geometric patterns and it's called sacred geometry. You can look it up, and it appears everywhere in your fingerprints and in black holes, and the list goes on and on. It's pretty much the building blocks of life. That's why they call it God's fingerprint. And this is my hypothesis. So when it comes to God, all of us are gods. You know, they say that's why Jesus was crucified. Wasn't that he was saying, I'm the son of God? No, what he was saying is that we're all God. All of us. You, I, everyone. All of us are gods. You have the power to do or say anything you want. And in turns, creating your own universe. You know, if you have the girl of your dreams, you can go and talk to her. Eventually fucking have children. That's you fucking creating your own Garden of Eden right there. So we're all gods. And the Jews allegedly took that as, oh, you're saying you're God, we gotta crucify you because you can't say you're God. But he wasn't saying he was God. He was saying all of us are gods. And I'm not really too religious either. I do believe in God. I've prayed before. And I've had fucking amazing things happen to me after praying. So I don't not believe, but I'm also not gonna blindly believe either. Did you know there's 2 different versions of the Bible? The New Testament and the Old Testament. Now, the Old Testament has some crazy fucking shit. Mind you, I've never read it, but it does have some crazy ass shit. It talks about slavery, genocide. I'm just making stuff up, but just crazy real shit. The New Testament, however, the New Testament is just a delegation of a handful of priests who curated and handpicked and switched things up in whichever favor that they would manipulate whichever phrases or anything, and then they used it to pacify the masses. Now, I do believe religion is good for some people. I remember when I was in jail, I seen so many people just, that was their only thing to look forward to, the forgiveness of God. It's sad, but I mean, you gotta just forgive yourself. You forgive yourself, God will forgive you. You are God. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I mean, just because you're atheist or whatever doesn't make you a bad person. I know a handful of fucking heavily devoted Christians that are fucking crazy. I mean, the idea of where it comes from. So, Crusaders went across the world and slaughtered anyone that didn't believe in Christianity. They even killed themselves along the way. And Catholicism apparently comes from a blend of Christianity and what the indigenous people used to believe. They used to believe in all types of different gods. So they blended the two. And that's where Catholic comes from, but even they're some of the most evil people too. All of the kids, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this, but apparently there's been a long list of Catholic priests who have been fucking molesting children. There's even this one that got moved. He got already caught molesting children, and they moved him to another place, and he got charged with like touching like 100 something kids, and I think a lot of them were blind. It's fucked up, but these are your heroes. You want to meet God? I'll tell you how to meet God. And this is no bullshit. Anyone can do it. Take 6 grams of mushrooms. Now, 6 grams, okay, it's 5 grams, but I'm just doing it just to be safe, because I already know that if you say 5 grams, someone's going to be like, I'll just take an 8. No, 5 grams is a magic number. So 6 grams to be safe. Okay? You can't die off of it. You can take, I've eaten half a pound of mushrooms. Just like chips, just eating them. Nothing happened to me. I mean, I might be insane, but I thought it was the mushrooms. I'm pretty sure I've been insane. You can't die off of mushrooms. I promise you. Now, that doesn't mean you can't give a dummy mushrooms and he won't die. People are dummies. Some people are going to die, but the mushrooms won't kill you. You're probably going to die anyways, to be honest. Okay. Now, I have a fucking mask on because I talk about a lot of illegal shit. I can't just be fucking admitting to everything with a fucking my face wide open. Are you kidding me? And it's cloth. I can smoke through the fucking mask. And I know if the fucking FBI wanted me, they'd fucking have me. But it's not for that bad. Okay. But America is in distress. Don't you see the fucking distress flag? Now listen, I know it's really hard to see outside your bubble, but California, man, you're fucking lucky. You're fucking lucky. You got the best weed. And you've had it for a good amount of time. I'm telling you, there's still people being arrested for this shit. And I rave and rant about it because not only did this shit help with whatever the fuck I got going on up here, but literally my scalp is like the driest you've ever seen. Any shampoo right after I shower, any conditioner, my shit just starts flaking up like you would fucking never believe. Until I bought this fucking hemp shampoo. And hemp is just a male version of weed. Weed is the female version. It gets you high. Male is hemp. It's the part of the plant that doesn't get you high. You could actually still get high, but I'm not gonna get into that with Delta 8 and everything and all that. But I will get to that as well. But not the point. So hemp is this totally non-psychoactive plant that's still outlawed in some states. That shit is the only shampoo I need. Shampoo, conditioner, whatever. It cleans my scalp and it has it feeling like fucking winter. It feels so good. You can even feel the tingles. I even went to the doctor for my scalp. And they couldn't fix me. So modern medicine couldn't fix me, but this God-given plant did. And I can't even imagine what it do to people that actually need it. So the fact that we would still arrest people for this shit, I thought we were in America. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can skydive. You can fucking parasail. You can do all kind of shit. But God forbid you fucking smoke weed. Get the fuck out of here. Adults. You're telling an adult they can't pick a plant. That girl exactly like tomato. If you plant seeds of weed, it'll grow like crazy. As soon as the tomato falls over, it grows another stem. It keeps growing. Same thing happens with weed. How you clone a fucking weed plant? You just snip it and plant that stem. It's that simple. But yeah, it's heartbreaking. And the government's constantly stirring pots. Like, there's a bunch of reports of cartels growing marijuana and stealing water from, I don't know, from which trails and diverting water, and now the whole ecosystem is fucked up. No, false. That's false. That's a racist narrative that the government put out as well. And it's just constantly being repeated and repeated, and I hate seeing that. I know growers. They're not cartel members. A lot of them are immigrants. Not all of them. But even then, most of them for sure are buying their own water. They're not cartel. They're hardworking people. And I'm sure it's some, but it's definitely not most. So the fact that they would put this narrative out there, they're still chasing the same bullshit war on drugs thing. It even pisses me off when people call it marijuana because that's a racist term in of itself. I'm sure I've said it before. I'll say it one more time just so I know I for sure said it. That marijuana was created, the word marijuana was created to describe a Mexican tobacco that made Mexicans thirst for white blood. This is fact. That was the actual thing said to Congress, and is what made it illegal, along with a bunch of other stuff as well. But I won't get into that. Delta 8 is a derivative of hemp that does get you high, but without the paranoia. And it comes from fucking hemp, which is bizarre. I believe hemp just became federally legal, although in some states it's still illegal. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking nuts. But just the other day, I believe it was June 10th, 2021, they arrested a whole bunch of people for buying water. Suspicious amounts of water was the crime. Now I know we're going through a fucking drought, but buying water is not a fucking crime. Just like carrying a large amount of weed shouldn't be a crime. Just because you can accept a bag of cookies for, let's say, a day, you have no right to criticize someone for eating 5 bags of cookies in a day, let alone arresting them for it. I've been arrested for having 1 pound of weed. And mind you, this is my personal fucking pound of weed. I'm not trying to sell it to no one. I'm trying to smoke out of a fucking pack. That's how I smoke. I smoke blunt after blunt, joint after joint. That's how I smoke. And you're going to tell me just because you got too paranoid off of an eighth, off of 7 grams, that I'm limited to a fucking ounce? No, fuck you. And this is during the pandemic. You think I want to constantly be going to a damn fucking weed store? No. But I also have not been arrested for a pound of weed, which is dope as fuck too. The cop let me go, and he said, you can't carry that much. I said, thank you, didn't know. But come on, man. I've been arrested in Mexico for this shit. Mexico, get your shit together. Legalize everything. What the fuck is wrong with you? This shit is medicine, let alone that. Alcohol wasn't even invented by Mexicans. It was brought by Europeans, and it was used to disable Mexicans and Indians and all of them. So you gladly adopt that as your heritage. Your real root is psychedelics. And weed's like a psychedelic, especially if you eat it. No, but even smoking it, sometimes I get in this trance state where I'm so paranoid. I fucking love being paranoid. I'm drinking this bullshit water right now. Purified water. Some of the worst water you can have. It just strips you of all your natural nu- nutrients. Your body's constantly producing minerals and all types of shit that you need. And oddly enough, the more you eat, the more you fuck it up. And drink no nutrient water. You have to just drink spring water, but honestly, plastic alone will fucking kill you too. But don't spend your money $8 for a water bottle because it says alkaline water. You can't bottle alkaline water. It loses alkaline state within 24 hours. The legit alkaline waters would tell you alkaline, whatever test at time of bottling. But either way, by the time you get it, it's not alkaline. Just get regular fucking spring water. How do we even have a water problem if humans piss mostly water? We just got a fucked up government, to be honest. There should be no water problem on a planet 98% full of water. Like, that sounds like some terrible mismanagement. Get you guys' shit together. You know what they say? Western. And that's like mostly modernized, and it comes from the Greeks. That's Western. It's where we get our fucking politics, democracy, and all that shit from. They low key write it better though. And they mixed ergot with their wine, their alcohol, and ergot is a acid. So these motherfuckers would trip like crazy. Now I don't condone everything the fucking Greeks did, but the fact that we still use their fucking politics. I mean, what else? Did you guys know? This is legit shit. Okay? You can fucking Google it. This is legit. There's Egyptian artifacts and hieroglyphics and statues and monuments. Egyptian monuments in the Grand Canyon. What the fuck? Apparently it's been restricted and suppressed from the public, but with the Freedom of Information Act, it's been released. There's a whole bunch of shit on the Freedom of Information Act that just people have no idea of, and it's just so much information that when people talk about it, it sounds like bullshit. But like all the operations did with fucking CIA and psychedelics, and god damn it, I can't even begin without making me sound crazy, so let me not. But that's also what's great. As much as I criticize it, god damn, it's so cool that I'm not in fucking China, or I'd be fucking, who knows, I'd be disappeared. But if I were in China, this is what I'd do. I'd fucking be communicating with everyone through a VPN, which is illegal now in fucking China. So I don't know how I do that. Um, I guess I just risk it for the biscuit. I'd probably travel with a bad RV. Oh no, they'd fucking catch you at all kinds of crazy checkpoints. See, we cannot let it get to that point where we got fucking checkpoints going from here to there. Well, we all kind of sort of do, but not to the point like if you ever go to Mexico. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying driving anywhere there. Not because of the cartel, but because the fucking the police there. The police there will fucking just fuck with you. That's why I imagine a whole bunch of police are low key cartel because I mean they're fucking even hunting them. The cartels just kills police, so why wouldn't the police try to fucking be a cartel to, save their life? Makes sense. Let me see. Sometimes I feel like we have to just kick adults in the nuts with information. Like, I gotta stop saying like, fuck. But they hold on to ideas that are just outright toxic. And they're dying soon. And I really hope we don't preserve their ideologies of I don't know what this power grab is that we're stuck in, and everyone affirms it. Apparently, all drugs should be legal in the United States by 2035. The way the way the the way the laws are in place, it takes so damn long to get anything done and studies done, and they already let everybody fuck the system with the prescription pills. So now they're being more strict with drug laws. It's definitely en route though. Mexico just legalized weed. The whole world is just legalized everything. The only mental drug you should be taking for yourself if you have mental problems is smoking weed and eating mushrooms. Now, they work the best with someone that can coach you for sure, psychedelics. That's what you would ultimately need. If you really need it, you're really fucked in the head. It's just like a sort of shaman. There's already been reports of them giving it to military people for trauma. Molly, by the way. They gave in Molly, they gave in LSD, they gave in fucking mushrooms individually. Not they're starting to work on them combined though, which is beautiful. They're putting mushrooms and Molly mixed together. And if you mix Molly and acid, it's called candy flipping at a rave. And a lot of them report they don't know why it's a party drug. It seems like the worst party drug. and they're kind of onto something. Like, they have no idea why it's called ecstasy. I get it. To me, it sounds perfect, but I also get what they're saying. They've even given it to, they gave it Molly to cops to give to other cops. This is, the studies is like in the hundreds of, maybe thousands, but out of how many cops? Not every district, of course. This kind of training needs to be given to every cop, every military person, but also every prisoner. How much traumatic shit goes on in a fucking prison? Prison should be filled with this shit. If I'm fucking paying taxes, I would be thrilled to know I'm fucking getting people high. Fuck it, you know? Take my money. I'll gladly pay taxes for that. Get everybody high. You know? You go in, you have mental problem, you go in, they just, here's a bump of fucking Molly, here's a bump of fucking shrooms. You got some weed? Let me get you some weed too. And then, so apparently, with these studies, with these people I'm talking about, a lot of the therapeutic session is maybe 45 minutes of them by themselves in their own head, listening to music, you know, doing whatever. And it just goes to show, you know, you just need a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is what blows. This is what kind of gets me fucked up. This is what fucks me up a bit. Of those people in those studies, which are legit, you can look it up. A lot of times when the people are cured already, they just, you know, okay, the study's done, you know, they ask for more Molly, they can't get it, and it's illegal in the fucking United States. So what the fuck? I get that it's on the road to be legalized. Come on though. Speed shit up. Fucking talk to your people. You wanna know something crazy? I remember my tia used to cook for me, and I was addicted to her food. Come to find out, I saw that spice that she had in her cabinet, her handy dandy spice. It was just MSG in that thing. MSG is a chemical that's put in like Takis, hot Cheetos, all kind of shit. I'm sure fucking McDonald's. It's more addictive than nicotine, and people give this shit to their children. But you can't give them a plant? Come on. Come on. You gotta get your hands dirty. There's universes all over us, and your hands have good bacteria, and they eat this bad bacteria. Every like 5 minutes, they're just constantly eating, keeping you alive. The more you introduce it to bad bacteria, the more keys it has to keep you healthy. And when you're constantly cleaning them, you're kind of, you know, the antibacterial soap, you're kind of nuking them. You're nuking your whole hand, the good and the bad. I just found out recently that Planet X is not non-existent. God damn it. Apparently, it was all just a missing fucking, a missing, just some missing data link bullshit. So, sorry. I know I mentioned that before. And apparently, I'm late. This should happen like 2019. There used to be giants. They were called, what are they called? Giant pictuses, some shit like that. And I'm pretty sure humans killed them. There was even gnomes. And I mean, because I mean, if you think about it, back in the days, you had to kill anything that was a threat to you. You just had to. You can't fucking walk around and fucking grizzlies right there. You gotta kill the grizzly, or else it was gonna eat your whole family. That's where this angst comes from. When you're around other people, you just kind of, sort of, are anxious because back then, when you're around people, you had to be on your best behavior. Because if you get outs, you'd be fucking homeless. You can't survive without a fucking clan. You'd be killed. You'd be murdered. That's the same thing, but killed by your own people or murdered out there, you know, and by another tribe. They're all normal feelings. But are you exercising? No. So if you're not, it's going to accumulate. Are you eating shit? Yeah. So if you are, it's going to accumulate. You're going to start feeling like shit. You can't just start taking magic pills in a bottle. No, just get your shit together. That's what I mean by get your shit together. Unless you're like a politician. Then, of course, something else, man. Get your whole family shit together. Why is every president related somehow? And how does that keep happening? Like, what? Everyone's somehow related to the Queen of England? And no one seems to give a fuck about that? They just keep re-electing their members? Am I living in The Simpsons? Don't worry about school. People are graduating with massive amounts of debt. And that interest keeps accumulating. That sound like you're signing your soul to the fucking machine right there. Sounds so bizarre, but a lot of these degrees are going to be useless sooner or later. The machines, man, the machines. This is when you gotta. This is when shit gets fucked up. When the machine starts creating machines, which they kind of already are. Millions of dollars are being given in California in a lottery if you take the vaccine. What kind of fucking crazy shit is that? If they had a cure for cancer, you think they'd be a fucking lottery for it? You think they'd have to be encouraging people to take it? How crazy is that? If you want to take it, take it. But my God, Hong Kong is paying people to live together since they can't get their population to increase past an average of one child per couple. We are an endangered species, even though there's a shit ton of us. And it's not because the number, but we're depleting our fucking resources, and we're becoming more sterile. There's a lot of more fucking transferring of genders, and it's a lot of it because of the water and because of people's diets. Soy has been given to fucking fish, and the females have become males and the males have become females. They've switched their genders by or maybe one or the other. But by giving them just soy, they gave it to monkeys, and it made them more aggressive and made them become loners. That's the fucking substitute for meat. You gotta meat. You gotta meat. You gotta eat meat. You gotta meat. Apparently, only about 50 Nazis were ever convicted of war crimes. Um, a lot of them were transferred to places. Um, Argentina, Mexico, United States, Operation Paperclip, Freedom of Information Act. Just transfer a whole bunch of Nazi criminals and adopt them. There's been evidence of mushrooms on Mars, maybe, and that's really your daddy, bitch. That's God right there. Mushrooms. That's why Jesus might be mushrooms. That's what it refers to in the Old Testament. Was Jesus being a mushroom. And Jesus, and where does it come from? Arabic is God semen or something like that. Oh no, mushrooms covered in God semen. Bizarre. That's what Jesus means. Hand dryers, don't use those when you go to gas stations or whatever you're washing your hands. Everything that they're blowing out, they're sucking in too. So you're just fucking obliterating your hands in human shit. Benzodiazepine, di, dize, benzodiazepine, whatever. Benzos, benzos. They're one of the hardest things to kick off. It's just a bunch of stuff relabeled. All benzos react similar, like Xanax, Percocet, all that bullshit. There's some of there some of the rare things where I think benzos, alcohol, not a lot of other things. So you can't just cut cold turkey. You have to weed off of it. You could die for just cutting it off. Just smoke weed, bad. Smoke weed, eat mushrooms. Fuck everything else. Acid is good too. Molly is good too. And I mean other shit if you need it, but um look, drugs are dangerous without a doubt, especially if you're clueless to what the fuck you're taking. Make sure you test your shit if you're buying from fucking Pablo. It's easy. You could get fucking 99-cent strips from Amazon. Just test your shit. Make sure you're not getting fentanyl. Make sure you're not getting fucking whatever. You know? It's a cold world. Drugs aren't bad. They never were. They're medicine. We're living in crazy times. People are just a reflection of that. Modern society is for sure blessed. Aside from all the hippie shit, stop the wars, stop the bullshit war on drugs. Your mind is a drug laboratory. Every time you eat, every time you breathe, your brain is constantly releasing chemicals. THC, CBD, DMT, everything. Just stay high. Free America. God bless.